Right, welcome to another lesson in high school ICT. In this lesson I want to demonstrate, as I've mentioned in the previous video, how we have it that age sits in this section over here so that it's in its correct place, and then I want to stretch name across so that Jacob and Smith and Michelle and Jackson fit under the heading name. And then I'm going to add another column to the left of this. I'm going to call it attendees, and I'm going to merge the cells so that my rows are merged here. We're merging across, so this is column, so we use the tag colspan, and down for the rows we use rowspan. Right, let's go to our coding and have a look. So this is not too difficult, and I'm going to go to my column or my cell name. Okay, so in the table heading, so remember that's the row, and then that would be the column going down. So table heading, I'm going to put in, and it's at name, because remember I want name to stretch across both Jacob and Smith and Michelle and Jackson. So I'm going to put in my tag colspan. Please take note that it sits within the opening tag of table heading equals 2, and we're going to save, and we're going to go look at our website. Right, and there we see that it has spanned across this column and this column, so I've merged those two cells and it looks good. Right, let's go back to our coding, and we want to add in a column to the left, and we want to merge the two cells. I'm going to call that attendees. Right, so what I want to do, I want to add in another table heading over here. So I'm going to call this table heading, and I'm just going to call this attendees, and I'm going to close. Right, so in this opening tag over here, I'm going to have it so that it stretches across. So I've created a new column. Okay. So I've created a new column to the left over here, and it's going to stretch across the 3 rows. Alright, so that new column is called attendees, and then over here I'm going to use the attribute rowspan equals 3, and we're going to save, and let's go have a look at our coding. Right, so there we have my column that I've added to the left. Remember we had name and age only. I've added my column to the left, and now I've merged it so that I have all 3 merged. Right, so let's just go have a look again at our coding. So once again I put in table. Okay, that shows I want to insert a table. I've got a table row, and in the table row I've got my headings, so those become your columns or your column names, and then under each one, in each row, so you have the first row, your second row, your third row, you then have your data, and then I needed to stretch the heading of name across Jacob and Smith, so I used colspan, that was my attribute, and then I added another column to the left of the name column. We called it attendees, and then I used the attribute rowspan to merge those 3 rows. Alright, until next time then, take care.